Meet the Navy admiral who invented programming languages and debugged literal moths. This is the story of Grace Hopper, the woman who made computers speak our language. The early years, Grace Hopper wasn't your average math nerd. Born in 1906, she grew up curious about how things worked. In fact, at just 7 years old, she dismantled all the alarm clocks in her house just to see what made them tick. Her parents? Not thrilled. But that curiosity defined her entire career. Honestly, if she were a kid today, she'd probably be banned from Amazon for ordering too many screwdrivers. World War II and the first computers. During World War II, Hopper joined the U.S. Navy Reserve and was assigned to work on the Harvard Mark I, one of the earliest electromechanical computers. Imagine a giant machine the size of a room, crunching numbers for the war effort. It wasn't fast by today's standards, but back then, it was revolutionary. The invention of compilers. Grace Hopper's genius was in seeing that computers didn't have to speak only in ones and zeros. In 1952, she invented the compiler, a program that translates human-readable instructions into machine code. In other words, she taught computers to understand English-like commands. Without compilers, you'd still be coding in raw binary. Trust me, nobody wants that. The birth of COBOL. Her work eventually led to COBOL, the common business-oriented language. COBOL was designed so non-scientists, like business people, could program computers using words instead of math-heavy symbols. Here's the wild part. COBOL is still in use today, over 60 years later. Many banks, governments, and airlines run critical systems on COBOL. So next time your flight is delayed, you might just be waiting on some 1960s code. The moth story, debugging. And here's the story everyone loves. In 1947, while working on a computer, Hopper and her team found a literal moth stuck inside a relay. They taped it in the logbook with the note, "First actual case of bug being found." That's right, Grace Hopper literally helped invent debugging. Who knew computer bugs used to have wings? Legacy and recognition. Grace Hopper wasn't just a coder. She was a visionary, a teacher, and a leader. She retired as a rear admiral in the U.S. Navy, received over 40 honorary degrees, and even got the National Medal of Technology. In 2016, she was posthumously awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom, one of the highest honors in the United States. Why she matters today? Think about it. Every time you write code in Python, Java, or C++, you're standing on Grace Hopper's shoulders. She paved the way for programming languages that let humans and computers actually understand each other. Without Grace, the tech revolution as we know it would have been stuck in machine code. And let us be honest, we'd still be stuck explaining to our laptops what 001101001 means. Grace Hopper taught computers to speak English, but more importantly, she taught us that innovation happens when you challenge the impossible. From debugging moths to inventing compilers, her story is a reminder that the greatest breakthroughs often come from those who ask, why not? If you enjoyed this story, hit like, subscribe for more tech history, and tell us in the comments, which other forgotten pioneers should we cover next? Thanks for watching The Forgotten Circuit, and I'll see you in the next one.